Hello, mega exercises. This is the muscle lady here to remind you to exercise your muscle.
Hashtag exercise your muscle.
If this is the very first time that you watch one of our videos, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope by the end of this video, you will be encouraged to go onto our channel, look for more videos that encourage you and teach you how to exercise your talent muscle. To all mega exercises, welcome, welcome back to another jam-packed video where we learn together how to exercise our talent muscle. Remember, if you would love your talent muscle advertised on this channel, simply send an email to market@tgmmega.co.za. Like I always say, who knows? This is where other mega exercises will see what your talent muscle is, have an interest, and voila, business is born. We are brought here on earth to make our world better, to make our world beautiful, right? This is where you make your world bigger so that you can make it more better. So, market@tgmmega.co.za. We are still busy with our series on benefits, the benefits of exercising your talent muscle. A while ago, we did another series that we had called Consequences of Not Exercising Your Talent Muscle. This is where we looked at the negative effects of you not discovering what God brought you here on earth with and not doing anything about it. We looked at all the different possibilities, the negative possibilities that would affect you and your world. In this series of benefits, we are looking at the positives. What happens when you exercise your talent muscle? Why should you exercise the talent muscle that God gave you? So, God gave each and everyone a gift, something that makes you you, that makes you valuable. Everybody has value. Even that person that you can't see it, it's only because they haven't discovered why they're on earth, what is their superpower, and they haven't exercised it. They are not giving their superpower away, right? The only way the earth or the people in your world experience your superpower is when you know what it is and you give it away. You are brought here with a gift. What do you do with gifts? You give them away. So you're supposed to give your gift away so that we can see the value and you can feel valuable, right? The value that is placed in you can come out and make your world beautiful. So if you've missed any of the past videos in this series, just go back, go into our channel and check out the previous videos so that this one is just a build up and it makes more sense. Today, we will be looking at boundaries. Boundaries, how's that a benefit? So, okay, first let us define boundaries. Boundaries is a defining line or definite line, right? If you draw a line, you are setting boundaries. You know, we use that word so loosely. I need to set boundaries. It just means, some people say you need to protect your space, you need to, draw boundaries. So you're drawing a definite line, a defining line. So, why do I say that boundaries is a benefit? Think about it. Before you discovered your talent muscle, before you knew what your value is to the world, you lived under a certain lifestyle, right? So, one of the benefits we looked at was financial benefits. Before that, say now you're from a family that is not well or that is poverty stricken. You lived in poverty. But once you started exercising your muscle, you set the boundary, you set a defining line between poverty and being able to pay your bills, riches, being able to afford certain stuff in your life. You set a certain line, a defining line. You set boundaries. You set boundaries between poverty and having more than enough riches, right? So, the benefits of exercising your muscle, boundaries. you set a definite line between poverty and riches. The more you exercise your muscle, the more definite that line is, the further you move away, from the negative side. Another benefit of setting boundaries is that you set a boundary between health and sickness. As you're exercising your muscle and you can now afford medical aid, you can afford to go to see a doctor. You don't have to be sick because you can't afford medication. You've set a definite line between health and sickness. Also, as you're exercising your muscle, you are producing certain hormones within you that help you keep healthier, if you're doing it correctly, of course, that help you keep healthier. You're more happier, you're more pleasing. Happiness, guys, produces certain types of health benefits. So you set a boundary, a definite line between health and sickness. When you're exercising your muscle and you're setting, the benefits of setting boundaries is that you set boundaries between ignorance and knowledge. So remember, before you knew you had a talent muscle, before you started exercising it, you were ignorant. You were ignorant in your gift. You were ignorant with the power that you had. You are begging, you are lacking certain basic needs, like we said in the first video of the series. You are ignorant. Because of ignorant, life punished you. Life punishes us when we're ignorant, mega exercises. If you're ignorant on how to make money, life punishes you. If you're ignorant on how to have good relationships, life punishes you. So we are punished in life when we are ignorant. The moment you have life or knowledge on how to make that extra 10 rand, knowledge on how to be friendly and make friendships which will save you in future, knowledge opens up, it gives you ideas, it gives you ways on how to navigate and conquer this world, right? So as you're exercising your muscle and you set boundaries, aka a definite line, you are setting a definite line between ignorance and knowledge. This year, mega exercises, you want to set that clear boundary between ignorance and knowledge, right? Where you're lacking, like look at your life, where you are lacking in a certain stuff, it just means we are ignorant. When we're ignorant in anything in life, life punishes us because you need knowledge to proceed in life. You need knowledge to prosper in life. You need knowledge to move on in life, to be able to influence your life, to be able to give this gift that God gave you. You need knowledge. So as you exercising your muscle, you're setting that clear boundary, that clear, definite line between ignorance and knowledge. And the further you move away from this boundary into knowledge, the more power and influence you have with this talent in your world. The more you're trusted with this talent muscle, because now you've got knowledge. Look at a person who knows what to do. You're not nervous when you're giving them a business. You're not nervous when you're giving them a task because they know, right? They've exercised this talent muscle so much. They've understood what they're doing so much that you can trust them. You can trust them with money. People will be able to trust you with this talent muscle. Instead of calling other plumbers, they call on you. Instead of calling other soccer players, they call on you. Instead of calling other DJs, they call on you because you've set this definite line. You've set a boundary between ignorance and knowledge. And the more knowledge you have, the more influence you have with this gift. The more you can give this gift away. You can't just give the gift if you don't know what you're doing. Nobody's going to trust you with this. You need to know what you're doing, and you need to be confident in what you're doing. The only way you become more confident is when you gain knowledge. So you set boundaries, you set a definite line between ignorance and knowledge. Another boundary or definite line that you set as you're exercising your muscle is you're adding value. Value versus no value. We spoke briefly about this also. When you feel that you don't add value to your world, to yourself, certain emotions come in, and you feel valueless. This is when depression creeps in, right? You've got no value to add. You start thinking nobody will miss me in this world. So as you start to exercise your muscle, you set a clear, a definite line boundary between adding value and not adding value. And the more value you add, the more your world can trust you with this gift. So remember why we're setting this boundary or this definite line between the positive and the negative is so that the people in your world can trust you with this gift that God gave you, so that you can give it. You can give it to your world and your world can benefit, right? And you can also benefit, because as the people in your world benefit from your talent muscle, you're also benefiting. The last boundary that I want to talk about is, think about when you're drawing like a box on a piece of paper. You're setting boundaries, right? You're setting a line. You are creating a portion of that paper to this that you've created. So as you are setting boundaries, you're creating a portion. You're creating a portion as you exercise your talent muscle. When you set boundaries, you are creating a portion for yourself. So you've got definite clients that come back to you, that always come to you for business because you set a portion for yourself. Your talent muscle does that. Mega exercises. You have definite clients that always call on you and they refer you. They create a portion for you. And the nice thing about this gift is that portion is not set on paper. So if you've got 2 clients, right, that always call on you, the more they trust you with this talent muscle, they refer you, you get a bigger portion in your world with this talent muscle. The more you exercise your muscle, the more knowledge you gain, they refer you. So as people refer your service, as people refer your product to their people, they are giving you a portion of your world with this talent muscle. This should also comfort you to know that everybody has a portion in this world. There's no need to fight. There's no need to fight for business. There's no need for competition to fight with this person's talent muscle. We all have a certain portion. So the nice thing is when God brought us with this talent muscle on the earth, He gave us a big portion. But the only way we access that is through knowledge, through exercising your muscle, through gaining one client who refers you to 2, who refers you to 5. And as you know, there is enough portion for everybody. Mega exercises. The earth has how many billions people, right? Do not feel intimidated when somebody is gaining their portion. They're not gaining onto your portion. Everybody's boundary is set, but you experience each and every portion the more you exercise your talent muscle. The earth is big enough for all of us. Each and every one of us has their own big portion. So the more you are experiencing it, you can never outgrow your portion. It is so big. You can never outgrow your client list. The number you have in your mind, you can grow it. It's not like, just know it's, you've got, God created this big portion just for you. So you can never outgrow your portion. As you're exercising your muscle, as you're setting clear boundaries, defining line, you are setting a portion. So you get one client, they refer you. They refer you, they refer you. You are setting portion of people who trust you with this talent muscle. So you want to exercise your talent muscle because there are benefits. The benefits of setting a clear boundary, clear defining line between the negatives and the positives. This is the Muscle Lady, here to remind you to exercise your muscle.
#ExerciseYourMuscle.
Thank you for watching this video. I truly, truly value. Please share the link with your family and friends so that they may also learn how to exercise their talent muscle. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification button so that you'll be notified whenever a new video comes out. Click here for the past videos in this series of benefits of exercising your talent muscle, and click here for consequences of not exercising your talent muscle. Until next time, this is the Muscle Lady here to remind you to exercise your muscle.